Come on, my friends. Today we gonna have a small breakdown of Ex05. I know that BT15 just got released. I got the data for it, but I don't have an easy and beautiful way of showcasing it. So I'm just not gonna. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk about the last week and this week of Ex05. Clearly, I'm just featuring one date. This is due to me having a bit of problems with uploading to Local Studio, the tool I'm using to showcase it. So I cannot upload the latest data, and I don't have the latest data currently available because I didn't start collecting it. So I'm gonna do it the old school way, or like I'm gonna do it in a hybrid way. So further ado, these are the stats from last week, and I'm gonna give you a spoiler warning. The price did not hold to the exact thing, exact price. I'm showing the average price, so this may differ. But if I pull up the OG, the card market, right? We can see. I can also make it side by side. It doesn't really matter. We can see Mega X antibody, the golden version. It's not that expensive. It is, 138 euros. I mean, I know it's listed in pounds, but that's okay, right? So I would also say the average is not at 239 anymore, and not at 250 anymore. And the same here with the other version of Mega, just being 120. I would digress. I mean, maybe it got sold. I mean, I guess it got sold at around 100 because the price trend is at around 100. But as we can clearly see here, the Raremon version 2 is antibody, Fangmon, Grace Nova. These are still the cards that are most popular. The Raremon is antibody, dropping a bit in price. Let me just pull up this antibody. Even though the average listing should still be at around the same price, yeah, it did not really change at all. So that's that. So Ex05 is still fine. I think there are some honorable mentions that I wanted to mention that I think Digimon, just Digimon in general, still holding up pretty good, like being one of the most expensive cards in the set. Its antibody normal art is hitting the 20s, at least for my region. So if you need that card, you either be lucky pulling it out of a participation booster from Ex05, or you're gonna pay up 20 bucks. And I think that's really expensive. I mean, the average was also last week 20 bucks, but I digress. And again, at the top left we see Alpha. I had some problems importing the data that I gathered last week. It's there, it's available. I could show you the raw CSV files, but I think it's not really interesting. But to top it all off, right, because this is gonna be a quick video, I just want to just talk about one card, right, that I wanted to mention, and that's Raremon. Now, sadly I did not track promo cards on the 8th of February, because I wish I could show you, because I did for the 9th, right, but not for the 8th, so I cannot display it. But 35 bucks for essentially you can go buy a box of Ex04 right now, right, and just put this guy, and you got like 30% of the box just out of the bag. You go in the store, buy a box for 90 bucks, you just get this card, and it's 35. Now, to be fair, if you're gonna look at the 30-day average, and I know it's in German, I'm really sorry, but if you're gonna look at the 30-day average, which I'm just gonna switch, 30 days average, it was 16 bucks. Like at the beginning, it was just like, I don't like showing this graph because I frankly don't know how it's gonna be calculated, but let's assume it's the same way as I calculate the average selling price, right? Because I'm calculating the average listing price. I do not know if it's gonna be sold for that. But from 7 to 40 is crazy. And if that's the average, I mean, if only yesterday one book got bought for 40 bucks, I mean, that's life. But I want to point out it was 7 bucks. So that's it. That's just a light-hearted video. I can talk about BD15 too, but again, I don't have the comparison stats. I will do that in depth next week, because by next week I should have this transform from Digimon Alpha into Digimon 2.0, which would encompass, you know, a filter. I can look for names, but I talked about it in the first video, so I will cut this short. So yeah, that's it. Also, this is recorded on the 17th of February, so one day before the Ultimate Cup. There's a high chance that tomorrow the Ultimate Cup could affect the prices of Ex05, because it is limited to Ex05, and I am still expecting that Raremon would shoot up, because Raremon is one of the only purple decks that did just not get nerfed at all, and is at full power in BD15 with Raremon X antibody supporting it in BD15. It's pretty good, and you know, they don't care about the numbers being at 1. They don't care about Garurumon engine being at 1. They don't need it. They're just gonna play down the card, play Biting Crush, force you to play Digimon by effect, and upsala, there's gonna be Raremon on the field. And with the other option card, enabling you to just Evo into X antibody, it's pretty good. But I'm getting off topic. I wish you all a good day, and yeah, see you next week.